when Final Fantasy X was made, it was the first voice-acted Final Fantasy that they had done. So they were unfamiliar with how voice acting and voice files would affect the game setup, right? There's a bug in Final Fantasy X that if you replace the voice file with something that's less than 0.1 or anything less than 0.1 second difference, the game crashes. So, not only did they have to localize the game to make sense in English with words that, like, you know, are maybe a lot of extra added dialogue or taken away dialogue, but they had to have those voice lines within 0.1 second of the original Japanese voice file lengths in order to not make the game crash. So now you have to, like, completely change the localization in order to, like, add and remove words, because, by the way, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Japanese and English, they're two entirely different languages. You can say something like one syllable word in Japan or Japanese, and it can mean something so much more. It can mean a ton of things. It can have all sorts of insinuations. Same with English. I mean, there's a lot of language insinuation in English as well. So, like, how a game is written or how a story is written has significant impact in its native language versus a localized language. So they have these really awkwardly spaced out or shortened cutscenes and dialogue lines that the voice talent had to work around. And on top of that, the dynamic facial expressions for their voiceovers, they were not given unique animations, because this was, once again, an old era where they didn't really care about matching the voices to the lips for the US versions. They didn't care. Japan makes games for Japan. They don't care about the West. They still don't care about the West. Japan has never really cared about making games appealing to the Western audience, because that's just the way Japan is. They make stuff for themselves. They're very within themselves. They're very focused. They don't care about the rest of the world because that's just their culture. So you have some of the best voice talent in the entire industry having to work around no unique animations for their faces for the English acting, and really awkward spaced out or shorted cutscenes in order to make it all work and come together. And to that end, not only, if you didn't know that, is the game very well acted, but when you consider that, it's amazing. It's one of the best examples of voice talent, not just voice actors. Also, X2 doesn't count. Get the X2 reference out of there, man. If you're gonna try and disprove me with your X2 comment, you got another thing coming.
For ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you being in there. In the end, I realised I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king, told him I found it somewhere, and pocketed the reward. Then I used the cash to open up the shop here, and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so they'd let you
Oh, gotcha.
escape.
Yeah, X2, they didn't do shit with it. X2 was a
Now
cheap,
that you
garbage,
mention it,
bad
I
game.
did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole.
Exactly. I was
Nice
paying
comment,
to
System,
return
yeah.
a blind eye, weren't I?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you, partner.
Absolutely, Kuko. I never said it. All the rest
That's
were bad.
Spirit. Eric, old pal, it's so good to have you back.
But I need that orb. And now we don't even know where it is.
Oh, yes, we do.
Generally speaking, in Japanese, so there's a couple things that Japanese voice actors do. Sorry to pause the game again, but one thing is they have like 15 or 20 cliche, stereotypical archetypes that they repeat over and over and over again, and they actually prefer it this way. So if you watch one anime and you watch another, you're pretty much getting the same characters, just that look different, but they like it that way. They want the same archetypes repeated over and over again. and you get a lot of repetitiveness in character types and story cliches in anime and stuff. But you don't get that in English because we like characters feeling unique and new and fresh. And to that end, a lot of Japanese voice acting is the equivalent of like G.I. Joe voice acting in the US, where it's really cheesy, like generic Saturday morning cartoon voice acting kind of stuff. So you actually, more often than not, get a higher quality voice acting in US games. Not always, but mostly. Especially in more AAA production type games like a Final Fantasy.
Right this way, gentlemen.
But the thing is, we speak fluent English, of course, so it's easy to pick up on some of the lesser quality voice acting. But we don't speak fluent Japanese, so we can't pick up on the nuances of, like, natural speech, you know? Wow, dude's loaded. No base on that statue? I feel like it would be really easy to be knocked over. Oh, something to destroy, yeah! Woohoo! Mini metal, that's 3. Nice. Oh, it's expensive and fragile. Smash it! I don't want to smash the fragile thing. Ah! Yeah, localization is much more quality these days too. Back in the day, they didn't care too much. That's why most of the really poorly acted games are the older ones. Where did he even go? Oh. He's like, right this way, and then disappeared.
So, where is it?
Guards, I found them!
After I handed over the orb, I made sure to keep my ear to the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see? Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men took it to the Kingsbarrow, and it's been under lock and key there ever since.
The Kingsbarrow, huh?
What's up, Axel? What's going on, dude?
That's southeast of town. Same direction as Cobblestone. Which means we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You coming, Dirk? A little adventure for old time's sake?
Sorry, no can do. I got a shop to run and I'm a married man these days.
Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, you always said you wanted to settle down and maybe go into business someday. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, so far it's been really good,
better
Axel.
Get going. Take care, Dirk, and thanks for everything.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do.
Now, this is like the Ramus guy. Is he gonna be a shop for us to buy all the cool stuff? Come on, be Ramus. Be Ramus.
The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way. And Hendrik's men are too uptight to take bribes. Guess we'll have to go the long way round. If we skirt round the hills to the south, we should be able to approach the Kingsbarrow from the other side. We can drop into Cobblestone on the way. Okay,
What's
let's
up,
head
Barako?
back downtown.
Watch yourselves out there, eh? They
So
don't
there's
call that
actually-
forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing.
There's actually a really
There's plenty
great
going
European
there.
localization
Never
team
come
that
here.
works on a lot of stuff like Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I
It'll
don't know
take
if they
more
do
than a
like
few
German or
kid
anything
stories
though.
to scare us off. And besides, it's the only way to get there.
Nice clip, Ayers, thanks. I want to smash it! Isekai, that's like the trapped in a game one, right? All right, we gotta go to the Mangrove again. What did I say? We're gonna go to the Mangrove. Oh yeah, Fushigi Yugi is probably the first. Yeah, that's the first trapped in a story or whatever kind of anime I ever watched. Fushigi Yugi is actually like the third anime I ever watched. My first being Akira, and then Ninja Scroll, Ghost in a Shell, and then Fushigi Yugi, I think, in that order. Definitely one of the very first that I ever laid eyes on, though. I remember always wanting to watch Escaflowne, but I don't believe I ever saw it. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It didn't stick with me if it did. Favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. Easy win right there. I mean, didn't Escaflowne come out before Gundam? So wouldn't Gundam just be Robot Escaflowne?
Any sign of them?
Carol and Tuesday. Never heard of it, actually.
No, nothing. Let's search the town again.
Can I link a list of what?
Look at all those lights.
Gundam is way older? Oh, okay. I had no idea. I thought Gundam was the 90s.
Clear of Heliodor until the heat dies down.
I don't understand what you're asking for.
All right, through the Mangle Grove and onto Cobblestone. Let's do this.
I just remember Gundam like being on after DBZ and stuff, so that's all I remember from Gundam, was trying to watch it, but never being able to. Oh, what's that?
Let's do it.
I mean, I believe you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying my experience with Gundam was from the 90s and on, so I didn't know. And I never was really into it.
Nice.
Playing Aztec, thank you for 11 months resub, dude. Also, when did he get this cool outfit? What the hell? Okay, so it's part of that. Oh, the little purple pink icon on there says it's an outfit, but I mean, I put that on before and it didn't give it to him. So why does it all of a sudden it's an outfit? That's weird. That's awesome though. I dig it. It might be part of the free DLC thingy. I don't know if it is or not, but I don't remember looting that. So I don't think it is. I think I just found it. Because I only got 4 items. I got the cat suit, and then some DQA stuff, and then some XP gold armor, so. I want my little pony back. Where's my horsey? Ooh, piece of candy. All right, that's a lot to explore down there. Do we go down and explore it all? Or just go to the Mangrove? Of course we explore. Duh. Well, I can go down there, but let's explore up here first. That's an enemy. Oh, guys, I'm really stumped now. I don't think so. I'm not gonna let you treat me like that. 5 HP, 3 agility. Oh, got 3 skill points. Not yet. These guys are good XP. It's great so far, yeah. Very visually pleasing. Good animations, good textures, good models, good environment detail. A lot of quality of life for speeding up monotony of battle.
Who else wants?
Oh, I found a ghosty thingy. Well, that's what we're playing on Monday and Tuesday. Playing Aztec is Makai Kingdom. Have you been there for that? Have you been there for the latest Variety Night game? Like being able to freaking speed up dialogue and everything going nice and smooth makes me want to fight things. It makes me want to fight things. I'm not afraid of getting into battles and having them take 18 years, you know? Alright, ghosty thingy. Can't do anything with you yet. But maybe later. I like how he backed up when he missed. That was pretty cool. It'd be better if there was an actual animation for it, but other than just backing up, like an actual dodge animation. But hey. Red Hawkeye. Isn't that the red orb? We did it, we found the red orb. Burns with a red, blood red glow. Maybe it was like a lifesteal. Oops. It's not an accessory unless it's for him. Well, I guess we'll figure that out later. Hey! Hi, kitty. Come on up here. Oh, God! Kitty, what have you done? You've allowed the enemy to ambush me. Come here, kitty. Yeah, I've been gone for a week, so I kind of forgot. Nice. Who's a kitty? Are you a kitty? Meow. Meow. Isn't Kitty always... I don't think it's very secret that the kitty's working for the bad guys, to be perfectly honest. I think it's pretty obvious. Pretty blatant, rather. And yeah, it's a orchestrated version versus the synthesized / MIDI version. Just like DQ8 on PS2. Feels good, man. Hey, buddy. You just come up here just to get me ambushed and then run away? I knew it. Pretends to be on my lap like, no, I just wanted to come see you, man. And then leaves like 2 seconds later.
Let's go.
So far, the difficulty spike is much less severe, too. Like in DQ8, it was like, go to the first dungeon, you die 3 times. Grind to level 8 before you fight the first boss. Claiming victory in at least 50 battles. I'm a fledgling fighter. Oh, he's about to level up. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Honestly, most DQ games have a pretty bad curve because most of the DQ games are pretty old. So that old style of like make everything artificially difficult because it's on an NES cart. So how else are you going to create content, you know, for the player? I need 6, increase the chance of hitting with attacks and boomerang. I've already missed. +5 attack power boomerang though. We'll do that. Yeah, let's do this one. Missing is doo-doo. Missing is doo-doo. We don't want to miss. Let's go up this way for Metal Slash as soon as possible. I never felt like there was any gatekeeping in DQ8, aside from the very, very beginning. We never grinded in DQ8. Not once. But we also explored the ever-living crap out of everything, so... But I also started running away from a lot of battles later on. Nice! The way I like my RPGs is that I like the vast majority of random encounters to be relatively easy without significant punishment. But every now and again can have a couple battles where you need to start using spells and abilities. And then I want my bosses to be difficult from a mechanical standpoint, not a let's just make it uber strong and one-shot you if you're not the right level. You know, make it mechanically interesting so that I have to figure out the boss and, you know, do the mechanics. And believe me, Strange Duck, I got some great headphones and it sounds wonderful in my ear. It sounds brilliant in my ear holes, let me tell you. I mean, if I had already played and beaten the game, you know, yeah, I'd go for like a harder difficulty version of the game with the stronger monsters, but I haven't, this is my first time playing the game, you know, I want to play it pure. I never do hard modes on first time plays because you're just setting yourself up for being frustrated at the game and not understanding it because you've never played the dang game before, you know? How are you supposed to do hard modes when you don't understand the mechanics of the game? Like, imagine doing a hard mode and going down the wrong skill tree and just being forever basically soft locked because you did the wrong skills. Just grind. It's not a hard mode then if you're just grinding to overpower it. That's like playing the hardest difficulty of a game and just using Game Genie and going, oh, I'm such a pro gamer because I did this hard mode. Yeah, what an accomplishment. I'm so good at video games because I cheated. Like, what's the point of doing a hard mode if you're just gonna overgrind it? Oh, we've already seen the dragons play Nastic. Well, at least that dragon, anyway. Just look up a guide. Easy. Easy. I'm sorry, kitty cat. I must kill you. Oh, God. Am I going to die? Find out on the next exciting episode of I Die. That was pretty cool. I was pretty I was pretty hype about that whole cutscene, the whole setup. Remember, boys and girls, grind is a 4-letter word here. We don't grind unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight and I'll explore to whatever is interesting to me, but if the game's combat is boring or like encounter rate's absurd, I'm just gonna run away from things. You little kitty cats! Meow! Oh shit, we're Super Saiyan now, boys! Boom! Yes, grind is spelled N-O-P-E. Exactly. Alright, great, Saber Cat. Let's see if we can beat you up.
Let's go.
Oh shit!
Yeah!
This guy's dead. He's super dead. I'm sorry. You just got bad timing. Oh, but I'm behind you. Blah.
Ha!
Only 25
Easy.
experience. Oh, gotta let skill up. Oh wow, we sizzling now. Heck yeah, I want to use my skill points because I'm going to get this one. Crit hit chance. Boop. Nothing special for beating up Omega Kitty? Fine, fair enough. The real prize is this loot over here anyway. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, 2 chunks of copper ore and flintstone. Because we're Flintstone kids. Listen, too many times have metal slimes escaped my grasp. Never again. Never again. Dredgy! I knew there was a good reason to come down here. Oh baby. Oh baby. Honk! Now here's a curious question that I don't want answered. I wonder if seeds in this game have a variable to the way they increase power, or if they're set per seed, or set on all seeds, or if they're set as soon as you loot them. Because like a lot of time with stat up items that have a variable to them, you can just save and reload until you get the highest stat up with it. Like it'll be 1 to 5, and you can just save. If you get a 1 to 4, you just reset until you get a 5. I've never done that with games. I never felt that it was necessary. It just felt like so it felt like so pathetic to do that, you know? It's like you really don't need to min-max RPGs. Oh, he called for help. That's cool. More XP for me. That's right, run away. Run away. Another one bites dust. Bum, bum, bum. Another one bites dust. Then another one goes, and another one goes, and another one bites dust. Right, it's like it's like a lot of work just to like squeak out a couple stats to be uber powered. It's the same thing as overgrinding, you know? You really just don't need to. But I know some people like to. They like to feel OP and just like walk through the game and stuff. But feeling OP, for me, only lasts for a short period of time. It's cool for like if you figure out how to break the game, or you get a cool item that like makes you strong. But eventually that item will balance out, and those levels will balance out or whatever. And you'll be, you know, of relevant power to the enemies.